Hi everyone, this is part of our secret section where we go really deep. This core slug right here in Star Wars The Old Republic represents those worms that are inside the world leaders in the water supply. That's why these core slugs are found on the Sith planet Korriban, because the Sith represent Satan. Now, it represents the same thing as those worms in Prometheus, and the same thing um, even as the worms in Speed 2. But it also represents the tail of that rat that is in the Americans. So yeah, all of these people are infected with those worms as part of a hive intelligence. Remember, the Sith are Imperials. And that's why when I typed in core slug, it came up with these Imperial bullets. See, it even says core there, just like, and it says slugs. Just like these core slugs. Again, you see all of the usual colours. The white for heaven, the red for Satan, the black for the darkness, the blue for Jesus and God and the light, and, well, the yellow that's close to red. So these bullets represent like the bullets that go towards Superman, but also the bullets that go towards Neo in the Matrix as well. These hyper beast shoes. No, sorry, these hype beast shoes. Black for the darkness and white for heaven. The H for the Hadron Collider and the Harp Machine. This beast part represents the Revelation 911 beast from the bottomless pit, your Batman character. Beast starts with a B, Batman starts with a B. So these shoes are called Hype Beast. But this creature in Star Wars The Old Republic is called a Hyper Beast. This Hyper Beast represents that Revelation 911 beast from the bottomless pit as well. Right. When you burn a Guy Fawkes thing on Bonfire Night, it represents the same thing as Fawkes in Harry Potter setting on fire. He's a phoenix. Just like in Harry Potter, they also have the Order of the Phoenix, which represents like your secret societies, like the Freemasons and such. See, Harry Potter, he represents Jesus. But also, another thing that represents burning Guy Fawkes is also Jean Grey in X-Men, because she eventually becomes the Phoenix and she sets on fire. Just like Katniss Everdeen is the girl on fire in the Hunger Games. Because Jean Grey and Katniss Everdeen represent the woman of the Bible. I mean, I know I said in previous videos that the woman of the Bible always has to have blonde hair or brunette hair, but sometimes there are on a rare occasion the odd exception where they have what's it, Bob, like ginger hair or red hair. So Fawkes is a phoenix and Jean Grey is a phoenix. See how they're even like the same colours? Like Fawkes has like red, orange, and yellow on him. Just like she has red hair or ginger hair. Now look at this thing. History has captured some unusual moments. Unfortunately, technology wasn't on our side. What if we could retake those photos using the Sony Xperia Z series, the most powerful smartphone camera on the market. Well, let's break this down. Well, first of all, we've got this Hands of God thing right here. I mean, you don't need me to expand on that because you can use your own initiative with that. This Z series represents Zionism. And this S represents Superman and S.H.I.E.L.D. Just like this S does. Oh. See, crop circles, that's to do with conspiracy theories. Just like the Loch Ness Monster is. And Bigfoot. And the moon landing. And, well, I suppose, I can assume there's conspiracy theories about the hand of God. Like, sometimes people, blame God for having good luck, I guess. But sometimes they blame him for having bad luck. I'm not sure what's going on with the scrolling on this page, guys. I might just refresh it. Right, anyway. Shoot. This represents how the Illuminati try to brainwash people with phones. Because everybody is obsessed with phones. They're always on them all of the time. With the exception of people like myself. There are a few people that I know who share the same views as me, but very few people. So yeah, remember on Daredevil how Kingpin said about people were distracted by watching videos of cats and being on their phones texting. Kingpin used the word distracted, just like Illuminati, mutual assured distraction, MAD, mad. Kingpin is represented by this clown. Kingpin is essentially mad because he's a murderer. Mike Tyndall stands out like a beacon in a bright golf trousers for charity game of Zara Phillips. Z for Zionism again. Right. Mike Tyndall represents Michael the Archangel. That's why he's doing stuff for charity. He's doing good deeds. Right, this beacon, right, that represents the beacons of Olympus, the beacons in Lord of the Rings, but also those beacons that are lit on the Queen's 90th birthday. So, we have the 10th Doctor in Doctor Who, played by David Tennant. He kept, this episode was called Army of Ghosts, and you can see the blue behind him for Jesus and God and the Light. And it represents the Dead Rising. Zombies and ghosts represent the Dead Rising. See the Dead Rising right there? Now, these 3D glasses that he's got on represent those visors coming with the mark of the beast. This thing right here, this guy's got on. And if I can find the other thing, wherever it's gone. And this guy right here's got the mark of the beast as well. So unfortunately, I think like every time you put 3D glasses on in the cinema, you're taking the mark of the beast. Unfortunately, right. So here's the blue for Jesus and God and the Light, and here's the red for Satan. It represents the same thing with lightsabers in Star Wars. The blue for Jesus and God and the Light, and the red for Satan. Even it's even the same with Captain America's Civil War. The blue for Jesus and God and the Light, and the red for Satan. This is the same thing with Batman v Superman as well. So another name for Satan is the Smith, just like Agent Smith in The Matrix. So Iron Man's also known as a Smith, and Batman is as well. Just like Smithy in Gavin and Stacey. See, these two have got red hats on representing Satan. Here's Jacob's ladder right here, and they're on top of the tower, looking down on Gavin and Stacey, because Stacey is your woman of the Bible with her blonde hair, and Gavin is your Jesus Christ character. So, I guess Smithy represents Satan, or the Smith, and then this guy right here probably represents the Antichrist. But these, there's blue behind them, representing Jesus and God and the light, because it represents blending the iron with the clay, blending the good with the bad, blending the light with the dark, etc., etc. So they're looking down on Christianity, these two, and they're on top of the tower, just like Tony Stark is on top of his tower. And just like this clown is right at the top, Smithy represents this clown. Smithy always makes jokes. He's funny. This clown is essentially on top of the pyramid. See the S for Superman and Shield in Stacey? Look at this. Barbaric Baghdad bombings kill 77 and injure over 140. 3 days ago. So it kills 77, just like the London bombings were on the 7th of the 7th. Can't be a coincidence, guys. This is all spiritually done. And it says injure over 140. Just like Obama is the 44th president. The 4 for 44. These London bombings were like basically in a train station or train stations. I don't know the exact details of it, but yeah. So those 7/7 London bombings represent the same thing as the Philadelphia train derailment. This Hollyoaks train crash, which is essentially called end of the line, which means we're approaching the end of the line before World War III starts. And this train in Alice Through the Looking Glass. And even this train in Lone Ranger as well. Even this train in Skyfall.
007, are you alright?
Just changing carriages.
What's going on? Report!
It's rather hard to explain, Mark. 007 is still in pursuit.
See, this thing is like an arch representing the door that we have to go through with Jesus Christ to get into heaven. These Rakatans in Star Wars The Old Republic represent the ancient Egyptians. And this temple either represents the new temple that is going to be built in the 6th Age, or it represents the temples that have already been. Remember the conspiracy theories about aliens might have built the pyramids and maybe it wasn't the Egyptians after all. So these could represent those aliens. Mark Zuckerberg. He was played by Jesse Eisenberg in The Social Network. He's one of the elite who brainwashes people with Facebook. See the chains right here? Representing the chains that bind Satan in a pit. He's wearing orange, just like Kingpin wears orange in jail.